Yeah, there it is. So my plan today for the stream, or at least for like a little drawing thing, I want to design a character that I don't know if has been mentioned yet. It's definitely not been in the Endeavor story because that is very, very short. Fun fact about the Endeavors comic that I have that you can, currently read on Global Comics and Webtoons. The 4th issue is going to be out this Monday because I had finished it. Because Mondays is usually the day that I post everything. But besides the point, today we're going to do like a little quick sketch design of this character here named Soliel. For context on who that man is, he is a half elf, half merryman, so he's like a merfolk, a little merman type of thing, and he is a druid. And also a pirate. So we are going to quickly sketch out him. I have like an image in my head of like how he's going to look, which I imagine him with a very glorious beard and mustache. Okay, hang on a second. What face shape is he actually going to have? You know what? Maybe like an oval type. So it's going to be a little bit more rounder. Longer face because we think that's like character-wise, maybe like a bit more intelligence face, or like, I don't know how to describe it. You know, it's smoother, calmer or something. More prim, posh, serious. I don't know. But we'll do the round chin and the round jawline to make it be like, he's friendly. That's the art theory behind it, supposedly. He's a druid, so, but he's also a pirate, so maybe he's like, he was going to be a little bit buff too. Gonna have a wider frame. Okay, that looks good. That looks okay. Hopefully. Okay, wait, it looks like he's like hunching over, and I don't want to be hunching over. That's a swaggy head. Thank you. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but you know what? I'm gonna say that's a good thing. So thank you. Looks terrible. I'm gonna fucking erase this. What am I drawing? I am drawing a character concept for a man named Soliel. He's part of one of my original stories, and he's a druid. He's a half elf, half merfolk, and so I'm just trying to draw him out a little bit. And he, thanks. He thinks it sounds pretty rad. There's an ad in the background. I'm gonna fucking die. All right, yay, free. I also have to add, he lives on a pirate ship. He doesn't really engage with the pirate life. But you know what? He vibes with the pirates. That's lore. That's lore for another time. Maybe. Ad's not so swaggy. People are sad. Did I eat any swaggy food today? No, thank you for reminding me though. I did make some toast with honey on it. And I completely forgot that I had that. It does look very, very sad. Here's my very sad plate of toast that I made like 30 minutes ago. Maybe even longer than that. I have not eaten it. I don't know what I'm doing. I hate the proportions of whatever I'm drawing on this guy. Trying to fix this leg. That looks terrible. Where's my ability to draw sometimes? I should probably think. Would he have a tail? No, he would not have a tail. Fuck that. The elven part of him forbids him from having a tail. Trying to learn figure drawing. It's hard, not so swaggy. I don't know all of like the terms and whatnot because I live under a bridge. Can you explain to me what figure drawing refers to? I can kind of like imagine in my head like maybe just like the shapes of people, like poses and whatnot, something like that, but with more detail. But I don't know if that's actually right. I don't know. Just started learning how to draw. A beginner, nice. I bought some books that say figure drawing. Okay, so we're both in the same boat in the sense that we don't know what that really means. But you have the books, so you should know eventually. I'm going to assume that figure drawing is just getting the poses down of like a body or even an animal. This is my animal. Yeah, you think so? What should I have his arms be doing? I actually hate how this looks right now. It's the head. Something's wrong with the head. Maybe you need to make it more narrow? That looks a little bit better. No, not really. I actually completely changed my mind. Do I read manga? That's a good thing you say that because I have manga that I haven't read yet. That I had for months. Spy X Family. I watched the anime on Netflix, all 3 seasons. It is great. If you like absurd humor, then you will like Spy X Family. Beyond that, no, I have not read anything. I was planning to turn on my facecam again to just turn it on, but then I changed my mind midway through. I got very excited and then backed out. I'm also trying to think of like what his arms are doing, and he's a druid. What do druids do? They would have animals. But I don't really know if I want to draw an animal. Actually, I can maybe draw him like with a bird. Is that a good idea? That's a horrible arm. I'm getting rid of that. Bye. I'm gonna just draw the arms on a different layer. Do I draw in sketchbooks? I used to. I do have many sketchbooks that I need to fill out and complete still. But I don't usually draw in a sketchbook. I could, but it's not my go-to. I'm a digital guy. A normie, a layman. Yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with you know, whatever medium you're using to draw. A swaggy digital. Yeah, with my undo button. Perfect. And my fill tool. And being able to do this. Ooh, straight lines. Crazy. How am I drawing this perspective? This is hard. Drawing is hard. Look at that. Because then there would be like a bird here. And it would be like, quack. Okay, I just had a... Oh wait, this is on a different layer. Hang on a second. A brilliant idea now that I've drawn that bird. He's going to be doing a magic thingy with this arm. Ba ba ba. His hand would be like this. I don't know how I'm drawing this hand. Okay, we got there. Alright. And then, did I learn to draw by myself or in school? Largely by myself. I did take art classes one time, but it was more focused on realism and, you know, drawing with like charcoal and soft pastels, which were fun. And it was nice to do that, but I did not enjoy the classes themselves, especially when they were starting to be like, pushing for mandatory outings and just like, no thank you. Beyond that, I just learned it all by myself, drawn since I was but a fucking fetus, I don't know. When I was very small. Some realism art kind of freaks you out, you don't know why. Probably Uncanny Valley, that's probably it. Oh my god, my tea is now lukewarm, but it's fine. These are the consequences of my actions. Yeah, I feel like I need to change something with the legs now because I did the hint thing, and now it looks weird. Fuck! Wrong layer. Hey, bent a leg. And then I'm gonna change his foot a bit. Standing on his toes. Leaning on his toes. No, that looks bad. You know what, I have to fix his foot, maybe. Maybe for now, that's good enough, I say as I actively fix it. Okay, I'm just gonna say that's good enough for now. No, I have to fix this foot. This foot is bad. You recently drew The Iron Giant. Hey! Yes, I have seen that movie. It has been a hot minute though. But I've seen it. Can I draw him based off my memory? Like that? Kind of. Don't ask me to draw the rest of him. Good memory? Thanks. Okay, fuck, how's his hand going? His hand's not going well. That's what it's going. Proportions are also really hard. Drawing things in a fist, that's the most difficult thing in my life. Okay, sort of, and then I have to fix this, whatever the fuck's happening here. You know, drawing, 90% of drawing is just trial and error. That's that's what I think. I'm gonna erase this. This is a little bit more easier to see, maybe. Alright, kind of. Only started using pens for the most part to stop yourself from erasing. Yeah, challenging yourself. I think most of the drawings that I have in my sketchbooks are with pen. Something that I had also been trying, like, in recent memory of when I would draw my sketchbook, is use a highlighter to add, like, a bit of color. Do I have an art Insta? I have Instagram, but I'll be completely honest, I do not post on there. I do not really use it because I just... First off, I've always hated Instagram, but I've switched to Kara instead. And like Tumblr, I have DeviantArt and a whole bunch of stuff like that. So I post things on Kara because I trust it more, and I like it a lot more than how Instagram works. Because, oh my fucking god, I fucking hate Instagram. My art is red. Oh, thank you. I try a little bit sometimes. You don't have an account to follow, Sage? it's don't worry about it. But if you're ever considering making an account, you know, feel free to remember me. Or not, you know, it's your life. You do as you wish. You do as you please. You will? Aha! I've infiltrated your mind. I'll never leave. Okay. Getting into other details now. Fuck, I should try and draw the bird, shouldn't I? How many comics have I made? I have one series so far, and it is purely just like a slice of life, silly, goofy little comic, based off the world that this character, this guy, would pertain to. He doesn't show up in it though. Not yet. I do plan to make like a full proper series of it after I do 10 issues of my little silly test comic, just to see if I'm actually capable of finishing a series. Okay, I'm gonna lower this opacity so I can think of how I'm gonna draw this freaking bird. What kind of bird is this? I don't fucking know. That's a really goofy looking bird. I feel like I need to draw a bird again, but actually pull up a reference image. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna look up a seagull. Alright, image. What is this image of right now? Oh, haha, jump scare. This is my planning notes of a main series that I have, my lore. It's just so you have a little taste test of what I'm cooking up and how fucking crazy I am when it comes to making things. Putting in the work, yes, exactly. I'm gonna put it here. I just realized this entire time the fucking stream window that I had is off angle. What the fuck? Well, it's not off center, I mean. Not off angle. Alright. Hey, there we go. I don't fucking know what I'm doing. A razor bill, that bed looks cool. Okay. Oh, goddamn, it does look cool. What the fuck? Whoa, I like its little eyebrows. Even though I know it's not eyebrows, but it looks like it's squinting. Oh my god, what the fuck? That's so cool. I guess a bit of lore I can share. Because he's a druid and he's just vibing on a pirate ship. He's not really a pirate. He just vibes on a pirate ship. He likes to take care of the animals and the wildlife. He spends his time doing that, or just, you know, doing like growing herbs or whatever, like sea-based herbs, and doing whatever the fuck a druid might do on a pirate ship. Swaggy pirates, yeah. Yar har har. Oh my god, that's so tiny. That's a bird, and I reckon he can also like communicate with the birds too, being a druid, and like have little like things spying on him or getting information for him and for, I guess, the pirates that he's kind of just chilling with. All right, that's the bird. All right, getting into how we actually details of his face. That's not how I draw Elphias. What the fuck am I doing? Right, how am I gonna make his nose look? I'm gonna lower the opacity of this again. Alright, and Soliel has, because I've always thought about this, he has a very nice mustache and beard. Like a goatee sort of beard. Fuck, how do I draw a beard? Swaggy beard. Whoa! Why'd you think so? Sure, his eyes. What kind of eyes is he gonna have? He's a very kind man, so he has to have kind eyes. What does kind eyes look like? Okay, that's good. Then do the anime tactic of having the eyelid, which I had never considered before until I drew a character that is supposed to be an anime avatar, and I had to look up eyes references because I don't really draw the anime art style, even though I aspire. Okay, how's his eyebrow gonna go? Kind of. Every time I say kind of, I immediately go back on myself. And I know his eyes are going to be different from how I draw everyone else's eyes. Maybe? Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Well, no. He's half sea man. I'm just going to color this in, just as like a reference image for... Not image, a reference point for later. It'd probably be something like that. You know, that's good enough as a reference point. Now it's hair. What is his hair going to look like? I don't think I ever thought about this too much. Should it be one that like goes to this side? It would be wavy. Okay, yes, I am already liking it. Maybe like a few loose strands. Even more wavy hair at the back. I don't remember if I wanted his hair to be long though. Yeah, fuck it, he's gonna have long hair. Or like medium cut hair. Actually, as a druid, should he keep his hair like super long? I'm gonna fucking do that. He's gonna have really long hair. It's gonna basically be all the way down to the floor. Actually, nah. That's to the floor is a bit too much. There you go. Oh yeah, and I would have to draw gills. There we go. No. Getting rid of that. Why? Because I fucked up the angle. Which way does the flash go? It goes that way. Good job! I wonder if he should have like an accessory in his hair. I'm thinking something with like a seaweed, but I would have to actually think about what that would be and look like. Maybe he has some of his hair tied up in a bun. That'd be cool. Wrapped up with seaweed. Or I guess you could say a seaweed scrunchie. Alright. I am liking that. At least for now. How often do I stream? I stream, or at least try to stream every Friday. Or Friday my time. I don't know what time it is for other people. And what time on a Friday? Some point in the afternoon. I make no promises, but just know it's going to be on a Friday at some late time. You have different time zones because it's still Thursday for you. Yep, I'm living in the future. I guess then it would be every Thursday for you. I'll be streaming. What kinds of things I'll be streaming? Would depend on the day. Have to do your best to tune in after you get work. Oh, haha! Well, I would look forward to potentially seeing you after your work. I appreciate you'd want to spend your free time with me doing stupid shit. He's an older man, so he has to have a bit of a bag. There we go. I am liking that. Clothing. What the fuck is he going to be wearing? Maybe something with like an open vest. What made you want to stream? Just wanting to post content, I guess. I don't know, I've always had like thoughts of like, streaming would be fun and probably a good way to like build a bit of an audience because, you know, I want to make my stories a real thing and, you know, I want to have attention on them. It makes me happy. I don't know what I'm doing with the clothes. I did have a thought of like let me cook for a second. I'm going to stay silent as I cook. Okay, maybe this was a mistake. I don't actually know what the fuck I'm doing. Never mind. The cooking has been burned and died. What I'm doing. This is a struggle. You have the face in your head, but then you don't have the rest of the body. And it shows. Alright. I'm gonna hold this here then. I'm probably gonna end the stream now. Potentially next week, I will hopefully have an idea of what he will be wearing, and I'll continue drawing him then. Alright, well, thank you for joining me for the stream. It was fun. A good swaggy stream. Yeah, let's go! And have a good rest of your evening. Or day, I don't know what time it is for you. Alright, goodbye!